ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. The Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On 1st down, Wilson. And incomplete to open things up. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And getting this just shy of midfield, spotted at the 49. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
On the carry.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
And 2 yards to go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 65 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize. But when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
The tackle made.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And the Niners move the chains as Garoppolo hooks up with Taylor.
At the 45-yard line.
Here we go. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, gun.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
6-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. 11 yards there, first down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, 49ers nothing.
Here we go. 180. 54.
Garoppolo again. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And 5 at the 16-yard line.
From the 16, Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To throw on third down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
But it's fourth down.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Trent Taylor. Taken in at the 22. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense
At their
first and 10.
Yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Trent Taylor, 71 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 24. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Tyler Lockett. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
To Tyler Lockett.
Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive, with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8, and I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
Jason.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
2nd and 6.
Whip. Watch the whip. Kill. 21. Here we go. Jump.
They'll go toss right with Coleman. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On third down, here's Coleman. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. Here we go on fourth down with Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
On downs.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Nick Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Third and long, it's Wilson. Airing it out for Olsen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Right there. 54, right there, 54 Mike. It's our time. It's our time. Hey, gun.
On first down, Garoppolo. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the third time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. After the interception, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Fourth down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by DJ Reed.
By the Seahawks. They'll take over 1st and 10.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Got the connection here to Bourne. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
His throw caught at about the 5. And the Niners are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check. 65. 11.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And now here is another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. He's at the 50. the 40. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Here's Carson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
It's a turnover on down.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
The 30-yard line.
Garoppolo on first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They got 29 yards that time. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you've got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Play action. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly. That is so...
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Carson, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
Complete to number 14.
Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is now 24.
Is good. Makes the score Seahawks 31, 49ers 7.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Throw here's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On play action, now Garoppolo. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Switch. Check 99. Check.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, 45 yards. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, 49ers 7. Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back.
And my goodness, another interception. Trey Flowers picks it. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to look deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. David Moore, 78 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and the lead will swell by one more. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Here we go. 180.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now here is another interception. Trey Flowers picks it, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again.
flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on